Counterattack! Eagle uses counterattack. It was super effective. It actually says it's super effective. Aura has fainted. I mean, has been depowered.
Again!
After our fun-filled day at the beach, if you made the correct options, you actually get this choice to spend a little bit more time with Kaori. So obviously we want to do that. We don't want to head home just yet. We don't want this day to end. I walk over to Kaori. Hey, Kaori, what are you up to? No response. She throws the ball at me. Oh, I catch, of course. I'm not a slowpoke. I can catch it easily. The ball travels slowly in the air and lands gracefully in my hands.
Nice catch.
Of course. Thanks. She seems distracted. Are you okay?
Yeah.
I don't like the sound of that sigh before the yeah. It's like, you know, it's like she thought about it, like, what should I say? Alright, I'll just say yes, so he'll probably won't worry. But the sigh was there in the first place. That makes us worry nevertheless, you know? So you didn't even need to listen to her answer. The sigh alone was more than enough. She doesn't say any more, but instead looks out towards the ocean. While she's not paying attention, I toss the ball back at her. As expected, it bounces off her chest before she catches it.
What? Hey! Don't throw things when I'm not looking!
I'm sorry. I just, wanted to throw a ball at another ball. She hurls the ball back at me. Instead of catching it, I volley it back. Boom! Dunk smash spike! I confused 3 sports there all, even though we're playing probably volleyball, I think. Kaori blinks in surprise, but her reflexes kick in, and she leaps out of her chair to return it. We continue to volley the ball back and forth, hitting it further and further away from each other, so the other person has to scramble to return it. Once the ball hits the ground, we stop. My breathing is heavy as I sit down to rest. Kaori did not go easy on me. She made sure I was running around the whole time. Kaori collects the ball and comes beside me.
Thanks.
Don't worry, girl. We always know how to cheer you up. For what?
Do I need to spell it out for you?
No, it's okay. I got it. You may be a little bit, slow and dumb, but I got it, girl. I got your back. She sighs.
For playing volleyball, or whatever that was, with me.
Oh, sure. Were you hoping to play with the group? She shrugs.
I thought maybe it was something we could do. My sisters and I would play every time we came to the beach. It just feels off to come here and not play.
I kind of agree. Although I've never really played volleyball on the beach, I think. It's just, whenever you see it, you always generally see like a couple of people at least. Or you have like this beach ball or something, Even if you don't necessarily play volleyball on the beach or something, you generally have like at least the one thing that we had whenever we went to with our family in the Philippines to the beach. We had like this huge beach ball, which if we were in the water, we would just throw towards each other or actually, strange enough, pretend to play volleyball in the water. But yeah, I feel like it's just sort of a beach activity, that for some people is a must-do activity while at the beach. I'm glad I could help.
Normally, we'd play in the water, but I guess this will have to do.
Exactly, I love playing that in the water. She glances at the sky.
It's getting dark, so we should probably head back.
Oh, okay. I'll go get Sho and Mayu.
Alright, I'll tell Valerie and Yuna.
Heh, we know what Sho and Valerie are up to. Another free time event with Kaori. This is before the match at Onna-Bugeisha, because right after that, shit is gonna hit the fan, but this is right before it. The match against Onna-Bugeisha lingers in my mind. I've watched some replays of their past matches, and they are predominantly a melee-oriented team. My best practice against them would be to practice with Kaori and Aura. She doesn't answer when I call, but I make my way to the hangar anyway. When I arrive, I see Kaori is already in a simulation match. No wonder she's answering her phone. I feel like this is definitely a very important maybe it might not be this free time event, but I just feel like this whole hanging out with Kaori before and perhaps after the match with Onna-Bugeisha as well, because I mainly criticized her at that point, right? And our team in general as well, that she kind of put her own personal needs or wants in that one-on-one battle against Mei above the needs of the team, you know? It was just such a kind of selfish decision of her decided to tell us to stay out of that battle while, you know, it was easy a 2v1 situation. That's the advantage you have fought really hard for, so why would you not take advantage of that, right, in a battle like that? But Kaori made it a little bit personal and decided to kind of tell us not to go and help her, even though we did, and then she really got mad at that point, right? So I really feel like this whole sort of before and after is gonna make us understand Kaori's mindset as to why she did what she did, because I feel like that's very important. You know, the thing is, you always perceive one thing in a particular way, but you always have to keep in mind that for other people it might be different. So trying to understand the other person and looking at it from the other perspective, the other side as well, will at least give you a clearer picture and will actually hopefully make us understand why she did what she did and said what she said and whatnot, and why she's actually so angry towards Mei, because we've heard Mei's side of the story in the very first playthrough, right? It was mainly that she just she wanted to help out Kaori with the boyfriend or the guy that she liked, but the guy didn't really, you know, he acted an asshole about it basically. But Kaori decided to blame Mei for it rather than the guy. So, you know, I was kind of on Mei's side after hearing that, but that's just we hear the story from Mei's side, right? So I'm also interested in hearing it from Kaori's side, because that seems to be an important thing as well, sort of this friction and it's more than a rivalry though, almost like just I don't know, they were close friends but are now, what is the word or term for that? They were used to be pretty close friends but are now sort of fighting, I don't know, but whatever that term is, that's what they are with each other, you know. So I'm really interested in that as well. I feel like that's a key factor in the Kaori route. After grabbing her attention, she agrees to play against me. I boot up Eagle and enter into the simulation with Aura. We've never fought. Oh god, the intensity! I can hear it already. Aura thrust forward with an aggressive stab. She probably just is imagining that I am Mei. Calm down. Dodge easily. Wait, was there Juke City? Fucking Juke City, baby. I easily dodge her attack. Her gear loses balance and stumbles forward. Counterattack! Eagle uses counterattack. It was super effective. It actually says it's super effective. Aura has fainted. I mean, has been devoured.
Again!
I'm sorry, Kaori. She seems to be just recklessly flying towards us. I don't know. That didn't seem like a well thought out plan that she had. Kaori's frustration is audible through the comm. This marks her 4th consecutive loss. She's playing too aggressively and not planning out any tactics. Let's take a break.
No! We need to keep practicing.
I'd like to take a break for a minute. This isn't really practice for me. No, you are sucking too much. The thing is, maybe being blunt with her will actually help, because, you know, the thing is, practice is good. I agree, practice is good, but if you just feel it's not working, you have to be smart and efficient with your practice as well. You can put in all the hours that you want into it, but if you aren't practicing properly or aren't in a proper mindset to practice, then it's not gonna reap as much benefits and as it would when you actually just, you know, sometimes you just take a step away, just like regroup, think about it, like what am I doing wrong, you know, just analyze and then come back stronger. Sometimes people who practice less but actually practice smarter, it actually pays off more than just, you know, stubbornly smashing their head against the wall for 50 hours. It's just, that's not gonna, you know, deliver as much in terms of getting better. So I feel like the only way to get through to her, as rough and harsh as it may sound, is to just kind of be blunt. Yeah, forget that. I'm going to play against AIs. At least they'll pose a challenge.
What did you say?
Uh-oh. You heard me.
You are being a serious ass right now.
Well, and you are wasting both of our time. So either take a break or I'll go practice against AIs.
Fine. We'll take a stupid break then.
I mean, that wouldn't be the way that I would word it, you know, but okay, Hugh, okay. Aura disconnects from our virtual simulation. I do the same, then hop out of my cockpit and reconvene with Kaori at her gear. Her arms are crossed, and she has a sour look on her face. Kaori, she looks up at me. Hi. Sorry about being an ass before, but you really needed to take a break. She blinks at me rapidly before her arms fall to her side, and she sighs.
Hi.
Has she realized it too? I know better than to ask if you're okay, but...
Yes, I am. Sorry about earlier.
See, it worked out fine. She kind of understood. It's just in the heat of the moment, she's like, I wanna fucking defeat me, and then you're just so consumed by anger that you're not focusing anymore, or just, you know, it's not a good, healthy way to actually practice. No, it's okay. Her body relaxes, and she takes a more welcoming posture. I think she's pleased by how I brought that up.
It's just, we absolutely can't lose to Onna-Bugeisha.
Don't worry, we won't lose to Onna-Bugeisha. We won't. What's the big deal anyway? Then get your head in the game. Don't worry. I'm actually kind of interested, like, why... I mean, we sort of know, but I want to hear it from her. Why it's such a big deal. What's so important about beating May's team?
It's nothing to do with May.
Are you sure? It really sounds like you're making it personal. I blink at her heated reaction. I never said it did. That's true. We just said Onna-Bugeisha, not May's team or May in particular.
Strikeout's being disqualified from our original match. We have a rare chance to really jump our rating if we beat Onna-Bugeisha.
Is that the only reason? I'm not fully convinced that's the only reason, but she does have a point. Then we'll give it our all. Kaori nods. Her spirits seem to be lifted. I'm glad we got that sorted out. Kaori nods, but can't quite hide her yawn. She covers her mouth, and after taking another look at her, I notice bags under her eyes. It looks like she used makeup to cover it up, so I wouldn't notice. Kaori wears makeup? Someone stayed up all night? I'm worried about you. I mean, one thing that has actually changed a little bit. I think you saw it in the first video of the Kaori route. I'm actually, at the moment, not sure how I edited yet because I haven't edited yet, I think. What the fuck am I even saying? Anyway, the thing that you probably saw was actually from the part where we didn't make all the correct choices yet. So in one particular scene that we didn't see, but I'll tell you about it quickly. It doesn't change too much, but it's kind of important, and at least what he's referencing to now at least is that, you know, he's a little bit worried about Kaori because she seems to be... Remember that scene in the library where they had like this vague conversation about this thing, right? But in this particular route right now where I play things correctly, made the correct choices, we know that the vague thing she was referring to was the fact that, you know, she's working at the daycare center with all the kids and whatnot, and our main complaint is that we were just a little bit worried about her, that it might influence her performance in battles and just you know, any other things basically. And she said no, it's not gonna bother my performance or anything with her team and blah blah blah. But still, the fact that she feels that she needs to hide it with makeup, because the thing is, we mentioned makeup right now, like, and it wasn't never mentioned before, so it seems like it's a new thing, right? If Kaori always wore makeup before, then it's not a big deal, then why would it even be mentioned? But the fact that we notice it now probably means that it's new for Kaori, that she probably doesn't wear makeup, or at least not as much as this before, so she's actively hiding it, meaning that she kind of feels the need to hide it as well from us. So that makes me just worried that she needs to hide that, or feels that she needs to hide it. We've been over this, Kaori. You have to take care of yourself, or you'll get sick.
What are you talking about?
The yawn. The bags under your eyes. Kaori shakes her head.
I'm fine.
Are you really? I cross my arms and look at her sternly. I don't believe you, Kaori. My look doesn't change.
Okay, Maybe I spend a little extra time at the daycare this week. And brought some marking work home.
See? I mean, this is something that I can't even be mad at her about, but because she's putting the needs of others ahead of herself, which is kind of a thing, you know, that's not a selfish thing. That's very honorable of her and very nice of her and an awesome thing to do. But if it affects your own health, then you can't. If you yourself become sick, then you can't help those other people either, you know. So at some point you just gotta take like, alright, my own health at the moment just goes above the needs of everybody else, because if I'm not healthy, I can't even help the others in the first place. So you just gotta balance it right. Take good care of yourself and also, you know, spend the extra time doing what you want to do, taking care of the other people at the daycare center, that's fine. But your first priority should just be your own health. And how long did you stay up doing that?
Just until like 2 a.m. It really wasn't that bad.
2 a.m.? 2 a.m.? That's actually nothing for me personally, but I guess for her that's rather late.
I don't know why you're making this into such a big deal. Stop worrying about me.
I can't stop worrying about you. Kaori blinks. I just realized how that sounded. I meant as my teammate, that's exactly what I meant. Wow, don't comment. You can actually already sort of make it seem like, yeah, we're into you, girl. Okay, fuck it, let's go with that. Kaori waits for me to correct myself, but I don't. She furrows her brow and seems a little confused by how to respond. I mean, Uncle Miguel has already accepted me into the family, okay?
If I do, will you stop,
Stop what?
annoying me so much about it?
I'm guessing she put like, annoying with quotation marks or something. She's starting to sound like herself again. Yes.
Okay, but I'd only be doing it so you'd stop pestering me.
Yeah, sure, don't worry. Just reason it however you want to. As long as you do it, it's fine by me. I smile. Works for me. Should we get back to training?
Yes, of course.
We head back into our gears and load up another simulation match. Kaori is more focused than before and no longer making such rash decisions. Ultimately, we end up getting a solid training session from our duels. Before long, it becomes late, and we say our goodbyes before heading home. Oh no, Kaori ran off! Even though May suggested that we should give Kaori space, and even though in the other routes it seems to have worked out for Kaori, we still need to check up on her, you know? I feel a lot of people were curious about this. Some people told me in the comments that I should just actually just go back and check up on her. But, you know, it feels much more appropriate when we actually focused and we got to know Kaori a bit better, I feel. Because now it's not just like, oh shit, well, our teammate feels bad, let's go check up on her. It's actually, we care about her more deeply because we got a deeper connection with her. So we actually want to check up on her, you know? I'll go see if she's okay.
No, let me do it.
Bro, brosif, broski, I don't care whatever other bro noun the fuck you want to use. This is my job, okay? I don't think she'll be too happy to see you right now, Sho.
He's right.
You guys go make out somewhere, okay? I got this. Sho frowns, but doesn't protest. You guys can head out. I'll text you once everything is okay.
Are you sure?
Don't worry. I got this. Yeah. There's no point in you guys just standing around here.
Let us know if we can help.
Will do. I wave at the pair and jog in the direction Kaori went. The sun dips low in the sky. As the evening rolls in, I search several locations for Kaori until I arrive at one of the more secluded campus quads. There's only one student sitting on the bench with a bag at her feet. Kaori's face is bent over her chest, and I can hear faint sniffles. She probably wants to be alone right now. Embrace Kaori, console her. You know what? What she needs right now is a hug. I can feel it. I can feel the cosmic energy around the entire solar system sending me just secret messages that I should hug her right now. She shouldn't be alone right now. Not when she's hurting like this. I want to wrap my arms around her and let her know that I'm here for her. There's no turning back once I do this. Should I go through with it? Yes. Kaori. She's startled by my presence and jumps to her feet.
I wasn't...
Shh. It's okay. She grabs at her bag, but misses.
I have to go!
No, you don't have to go anywhere. I grab her hand, and as she turns away from me, I pull her into my chest. She freezes as I wrap my arms around her. Oh god. She actually looks so shocked, but this is exactly what she needed. At first, she doesn't move. Then she begins to squirm, but I refuse to let go. You know, first her tsundere side is like fighting against us, and we just gotta keep holding her until that side decides to give up, and then we get to the good Kaori side, and then she'll just relax. It's okay, Kaori. I'm here. You're not alone. Slowly, her body relaxes, but her breathing is uneven. Tiny droplets of moisture drip onto my shoulder. It's okay. I pull her closer and let her cry for as long as she needs. She returns my embrace and leans her head on my shoulder. I don't know how long we stayed like this before Kaori calms down. As her breathing steadies, I gently pull away. Kaori's hands linger on me before they drop to her side. She sits back down on the bench, and I sit beside her. Are you okay, Kaori? She nods as her gaze locks onto mine.
I was being pretty stupid, wasn't I?
A little bit, but still, I'm interested as to like her reasoning for it.
Sho was trying to tell me I was wrong. Even Mayu was upset.
She sighs.
And the worst part is that they have every right to be mad at me.
I can't not agree with that, you know?
I know I'm not the easiest person to be around. And you've all been so patient with me. Just knowing that you guys are upset. That it was me who hurt my friends.
Oh god.
I...
Kaori. She chokes up. Friends fight all the time, you're only human, you have to move on. I mean, you know, she's only human. Definitely. I feel like just at the moment, regardless of her personality and whatnot, you know, she may be a person that kind of sometimes snaps too much at you or something like that, you know. I wanted to yeah, I feel like it's just much better to sum her up as a tsundere, right? I just tried a way of describing her without using that word, but that's actually kind of hard, so just fuck it, okay? You know, it's so much easier to just say tsundere. So I mean, that's kind of what she is, right? But I feel like besides that, she in general, she just has too much on her plate right now. I mean, she spends so much time of this thing that she personally really cares about at the daycare center. Besides that, she obviously has school. I mean, for some people, school alone, you know, takes so much effort, or it's just too stressful for them. So she has those two things. Then she has us as a team and the sort of obligations that come along with that, the battles, the gear training, all that, you know. Like, that's a lot for one teenager to handle. So I don't really blame her that she's kind of emotionally unstable right now. That's why I feel like she needs someone there for her, right? Like, sure, she has the kids, sure, she has Uncle Miguel and whatnot, but she probably doesn't really confide into him about all of this. She just needs like this solid pillar that she can lean on during times like this, and we can be that for her. So I feel like she's only human. Humans make mistakes, it happens. She definitely kind of made a mistake there, I feel, but it can happen. It's natural. I'm not gonna hate you for it. Nobody else is gonna hate you for it. Sure, we might be, or at least Sho and Mayu might be a little bit upset about it now, but you know, it'll fade away. It's fine. It's okay to make mistakes. Everybody does. Kaori looks down. We learn through our errors, and that's what makes us better people. Kaori looks up at me.
You think so?
Of course. I know so. You can't do everything perfect from the beginning, and I feel like it's actually better to do something wrong first, because then you learn from it how to do it, or at least not how to do it, you know? If you do something perfect every single time, then sure, it feels great. Oh yeah, I did it perfect. But you haven't really struggled through things or anything like that, you know? Sometimes it's better to just fail first and then succeed, because you appreciate the success that you've gotten, because you've experienced both sides of the coin, you know? You have experienced sadness, failure, and success, and then that success tastes so much sweeter because of it. Kaori wipes away her remaining tears and takes a deep breath.
It wasn't just the match.
I know. What do you mean?
It's just been a really stressful week. And I guess it finally got to me.
I understand. She plays with the sleeve of her blazer.
I've been putting in a lot of hours at the daycare, and midterms are coming up.
Oh yeah, exams
I need to maintain
too.
my marks to keep my scholarships, and it's also overwhelming.
Yeah, see, I knew it. I actually kind of forgot that it was midterm/exams and stuff, but that adds even more stress/pressure on top of the usual school curriculum and whatnot, you know?
And to add to all of that, we had to go against May.
Uh-huh. Speaking of which, what's the history between you and May? Here we go. Hearing it from Kaori's side. She's quiet, and I wonder if she'll answer.
She and I were best friends until she betrayed me.
What did she do? Kaori sighs.
It was back in middle school. I told her a secret crush I had, and she went and blurted it out to him.
You mean Ryota? She glances sharply at me.
I forgot you knew. Yeah, Ryota.
Ryota.
Long story short, that ruined my friendship with both him and May.
Are you sure about that? May still treat you like your best friends.
I know. That annoys me even more. It's as if she doesn't believe she did anything wrong. She doesn't believe it's her fault that I lost both of my best friends.
The thing is, I find this kind of weird. She says that she lost both of her best friends, but May is still there for her, you know? It's just Kaori isn't willing to accept that friendship or whatever May is providing to her. Ryota was her best friend? For some reason, that leaves a bad taste in my mouth. I didn't know that you were that close with Ryota. It was a long time ago, though. It shouldn't matter. I mean, it's never fun to see the girl that you like or whatever, or the thought alone of thinking, that she was with someone else. Like, oh god, no, she's supposed to be mine. And mine only. Kaori looks questioning at me.
Well, yeah. The three of us were inseparable.
The Three Musketeers.
That's why I can't forgive May.
I don't think that's why she acts like nothing happened. I think she's trying to reach out and make amends. I think the reason she pretends nothing happened is because she misses you.
Really?
It kind of seems like it. Like, why else? The thing is, right, if you know someone is angry at you, regardless of whether you used to be best friends or not, if you know that person is angry at you, why would you keep sort of... May keeps going towards Kaori and kind of like, you know, acting towards her like they're not even angry, or that like not really nothing happened, but just, I don't know, at some point if someone is angry at you and kind of treating you in the way that Kaori has been treating May, at some point you're like, fuck it, this isn't worth it or whatever, you know? But the fact that May just keeps doing that means that how much her friendship means to her, and just, I don't know, that she's still there for her after all that time. I don't know. I feel like that alone says something. She speaks softly, and although she tries to play it cool, I can tell she's thinking about my words. Yeah. She falls silent. I enjoy the silence with her. A soft breeze rustles the leaves in the trees, and feels cool on my skin. I listen to the hum of nature and let the tranquility wash over me. Kaori stirs beside me. I think I see a blush in her cheeks.
Thanks.
You're welcome. For what? Anytime? Where's my reward, Kaori? No, anytime. I mean, you know, sometimes it's fun to be a little bit cheeky, but now is not the time and place for that. What are friends for? Kaori smiles.
You better not tell anyone about this.
Don't worry. Don't worry. The worst thing of a tsundere is, you know, is once they actually show their soft side to you, that's actually that's their most vulnerable side, you know. That's the side they don't show to a lot of people. So when you actually do get to see that side of them, you definitely don't want to be betraying that side of her or letting other people know about that side of her. Just like, you know, it's kind of a secret between you and her, and it's like, okay. I know she doesn't like showing that side to other people, so I should feel special alone that I got to see it, you know? That should be enough for me. It's our secret. Her blush deepens.
Anyways, it's starting to get late. I'm going to head home.
Alright. I nod. Want me to walk back with you?
No, it's okay. You've already done a lot for me.
Then what is one more last extra thing, you know? Are you sure? She nods with a heart emoji. Alright. She stands up and picks up her bag.
Thanks again. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yep, I'll definitely see you tomorrow. I smile. See you then. When she disappears around the corner, I head back to my bike. I replay the conversation of me and Kaori that we had in the quad. As I drive myself back home, my thoughts always slip back to that one moment when her arms wrap around my back. The fact that she hugged us back means that, you know, it was something that she needed as well.